Today we're taking a look at the Boston Celtics vs Memphis Grizzlies match, which is happening on Friday, March 5, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Boston Celtics travel to take on the Memphis Grizzlies in Monday's NBA action. The Celtics returned to .500 on Sunday with a big win to snap a three-game losing streak, and are now 7th in the Eastern Conference with a record of 21-21. The Grizzlies are right in the thick of things at 19-20 overall, and after a big win against Golden State on Sunday, are looking to build momentum and make a push with their core of young players. With similar records and current situations, that makes this matchup an important one in Memphis on Monday. The Celtics are beyond help as presently constructed. It has to feel increasingly frustrating for fans considering it isn't from a lack of trying. There are teams in the league that would have treated Boston's failures as their own success stories. But then again, nearly all of those teams lack the historic relevance of a Celtics organization expected to contend for championships year in and year out. The team recently hit its lowest point in the season after losing back-to-back games to the lowly Cleveland Cavaliers and Sacramento Kings. You aren't competing for a championship if you can't even beat two of the worst teams in the league. They did bounce back against the Magic, but once again, we're talking about a team they should be beating regardless. Things have devolved to the point where they're pegged as underdogs on the road against the Grizzlies on Monday. Tristan Thompson is still out, and Kemba Walker is expected to sit for the game. That leaves the brunt of the responsibility on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. What else is new? Memphis is no slouch defensively, with the team ranking 8th in the league in efficiency. They're also crazy good at forcing turnovers. Blink for 1 second and the ball is being dislodged and dribbled down the court in the opposite direction. The first order of business for the Celtics is taking care of the basketball and working to get some of the other players involved early. Tatum and Brown are good, but they obviously aren't the sort of elite pairing that can carry a franchise at this point. It would help if the team played better defensively, but those days of defensive dominance are well gone. Even against a limited offensive team like Memphis, it will still be a daunting task for these Celtics. Memphis' young core led by point guard Ja Morant is one of the most intriguing to watch, as they are extremely talented and getting good, but they are still just one step away from becoming a contender. Memphis has lost more one-possession games than just about anyone this season, and have taken their lumps throughout a frustrating first half. That being said, it is all part of the coming-of-age process in the league, and they are just a game and a half outside of the playoff picture. In order for the Grizzlies to get rolling, they'll need to get big wins against teams like Boston, who, as mentioned before, can be one of the best or worst teams you'll ever see depending on the game. They must shut down Boston's star wing duo of Brown and Tatum, and force Kemba Walker off his game, as they are successful only when they shoot the ball at a high percentage from outside. Defending shots will be the key for them if they are to win, as they have the advantage with a slasher and shot creator like Morant if the game gets muddy. The Boston Celtics need a win after losing 4 of their last 6 games. The Boston Celtics are averaging 111.7 points on 46.8% shooting and allowing 111.2 points on 46.8% shooting. Jason Tatum is averaging 25 points and 6.9 rebounds, while Jaylen Brown is averaging 24.4 points and 3.9 assists. Kemba Walker is the third double-digit scorer, and Marcus Smart is grabbing 2.7 rebounds. The Boston Celtics are shooting 37.1% from beyond the arc and 75.6% from the free throw line. The Boston Celtics are allowing 36.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.9 rebounds per game. The Memphis Grizzlies need a win after losing 5 of their last 8 games. The Memphis Grizzlies are averaging 110.9 points on 46.1% shooting and allowing 110.6 points on 46.7% shooting. Ja Morant is averaging 19 points and 7.4 assists, while Jonas Valanciunas is averaging 15.9 points and 12.1 rebounds. Dylan Brooks is the third double-digit scorer and Kyle Anderson is grabbing 5.8 rebounds. The Memphis Grizzlies are shooting 34.8% from beyond the arc and 78.7% from the free throw line. The Memphis Grizzlies are allowing 37% shooting from deep and are grabbing 45.5 rebounds per game. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. Do you really trust the Grizzlies to do what they're expected to do? I know I don't in this spot. The Celtics are clearly coming into this game as the desperate team hoping to save their dwindling playoff hopes. Things got so bad to the point where the team held a meeting in hopes of addressing their issues after losing to the Kings and Cavs. They emerged from that impromptu heart-to-heart and blew out the Orlando Magic. Whatever was said behind closed doors obviously inspired the team, and now they'll carry that inspiration into Memphis on Monday. It'll be the same old with the dual Superman act of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. The only difference this time is it'll be the Zack Snyder cut instead of the embarrassingly bad original. Boston will continue to step up defensively and do enough damage through the prolific scoring of their two stars to pave the way for victory. Memphis nearly got swept at home in a doubleheader against a Warriors team without Steph Curry over the weekend. That's bad news when facing a team as desperate as these Celtics. I'm taking the points and rolling with Boston. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Boston plus 1.5. Looking at the betting trends, the Celtics are 1-8 ATS in their last 9 road games, 0-5 ATS in their last 5 games playing on 0 days rest, and 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games overall. The Grizzlies are 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games against a team with a losing record, 5-1 ATS in their last 6 home games, and 7-3 ATS in their last 10 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 22-6 in the last 28 meetings overall. The Celtics are 8-2 ATS in the last 10 meetings overall, and the Celtics are 4-0 ATS in the last 4 meetings in Memphis. The Celtics really needed a big win to snap out of their funk, and they got that last night against the Magic thanks to 10 three-pointers from Brown. The Grizzlies are coming into this one with a bit of momentum themselves as they just took down the Warriors on Saturday, but the Celtics are 8-2 ATS in the last 10 meetings overall, and it really looks as though they're just about to heat up. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.